Good afternoon. सबको मेरा नमस्कार. This is International Master and Fitness Senior Trainer Sekhar Sahu welcomes you on behalf of Sports Authority of Gujarat and Gujarat State Chess Association to this intermediate training session. So, as I told, I will discuss some opening forum like semi-terrace defense, where the IQP is plays a main role, or a pawn center. So, two type of semi-terrace where white gets a pawn center and another white gets isolated queen pawn. In both cases, white has the edge. White has the advantage. So I will discuss some important classic games with reference to the modern theory also. To start with, I would like to present to you former world champion Wesley Smyslow versus Swedish Grandmaster Thomas Ernst. Hello, Tanmay Ajmera. Okay, in the game here, d4, knight f6, c4, and f3. The move c4 is the main line, but this stops all kind of gambits. After c4, e6, d5, c5, or Budapest gambit, all gambits after nf3, no gambits comes. Now c4. Now this is called the semi-terrace. If the knight on f3 and f6 is not developed, that is pure terrace. Then cd, ed, g3, white gets better game. So now pawn in 2 will transpose to the main terrace. Rubinstein, which is slightly better. Pg2 castle and an IQP, there is a problem. So we knight into pawn. This is semi-terrace. Now this is a critical juncture. Here white can go for the sharp e4 and get a good center, or he can play e3. I believe e3 is much better strategically, and in long term it is more preferable and advantageous. So I will examine both. Let's say e4. The problem with e4, though white gets a pawn center, black exchanges two minor pieces quickly and castles. Take, 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 check, take, take, castle. Now, white is having a good center and white has to castle. That means the best piece is bishop to c4 and castle. The point, if black has a guard near the king, then it is better. For black, it's okay. But there is no guard, no minor piece near the king. That means a knight on f6 or bishop on e7 is missing. So the black king is little vulnerable. Number one. Number two, there is a possibility of a central pass pawn. There is a possibility that white can also advance a central pawn to d5 any moment. So white has either he has attacking chance or he can play positional plus. Both are viable. So bishop c4. Now normal standard move knight c6 or d6, knight d7. These are the moves. Knight d7 is their idea. b6, bb7 or direct b6. So in this game, played a bad move. This is not bad exactly. And now at least he should play b6. Bad move. Now you must play b6, bb7. The bishop will come to the long diagonal and put pressure on the e4 point. Now a careless move, and here Grandmaster Smyslow exploited it aptly, very effectively. So I want you to find out how should white play. Hello, Tanmay Azmera. Hello, Birabhadra Singh. How should white play here? Last move, this is a bad move, not good move, not effective development. Player must bring the pieces, develop where he can do some activity, put pressure, some action, but this is not good. So how should white take advantage? We have to understand, for example, now supposing the bishop is in this position, suppose white to play, if white plays e5, black has knight d5. Black will play knight d5. This is perfectly okay. bd5, queen d5, no, hardly any problem. But after the move, e5 is very. But he will play e5 after the another tempo. I want to play e5 definitely white. So one more tempo. This is good. e5, take. Now white has a decisive advantage. Strategically, strategically very strong position. That white has 4-3 majority on the king side. Number one, and superior center. Number two. And also comparative and inferior bishop. First white makes development of the rook tempo. The added advantage, not only he is giving a threat, the rook is ready to come to third rank any moment. Any moment, rook is ready third rank for operation. This is point number two. Number one, I am attacking the pawn, and rook lift is ready for attack. b6. Now you have to restrict the, I mean, mobility of the opponent pieces, restriction of opponent minor pieces, and mainly the position will be much stronger when if pawn is on f4. The mobility of the pawn. White wants to play f4, f5, but he has to prepare. That means the knight has to move, but where the knight will move? So doing two things at same time. h3. Number one, it restricts the bishop. Bishop cannot come. Number two, is preparing to move the knight and push the pawn and bring the rook for attack. So this is doing two jobs at same time. Not only restriction of the minor piece, also making a room for knight and mobile of center pawns. Knight hardly impact. That rook c2 is not a big serious threat. So very simple. Now there is nothing. Start rolling the pawn. f4. Knight g4 is okay. f4 was also okay. Knight g4 is good move. Rook. I think the position is now completely terrible for black. So in such positions, white goes for a king side attack or a central pass pawn possibilities. So here, this is now winning. Just f5, f6 is coming. Hardly this is absolutely too slow and no impact on white position. Okay, he cannot stop that f5. On queen d7, knight e3 and f5 will come. So it should be over. Hello, Dina Patel, Veerabhadra Singh. We have to move the queen or s3. Zala, okay. Decisive advantage. You will get mated soon. Pawn e7 and mate in 3-4 is coming. Mate threat. Queen into pawn knight f7 is coming. There is nothing. There are so many mate threats. Now knight checkmate, knight check and rook checkmate, queen checkmate. This is also a mate threat. So he cannot defend. Pawn push, he cannot defend anywhere. Lost. So the serious mistake is here. This is our key diagram. CD and D5 semi-terrace. So here there are two type of plan. One you can try for a central fast one, or second one after castle. I want to go for a king side attack. Rook e1, rook d1. A key diagram. Now, for example, he played nd7. This is castle. This is very good position. Bad move. This is question mark. b6 is the normal. And here, suppose you play b6 directly, you may play direct d5 also. This is a possibility. You can't take the pawn. These are the problems. I will show one game of Moskalenko. So first I would like to show Olugaski Tal, or maybe the original starting point Keras Rubin fine. Keras Rubin fine. Now all this is okay. Rook e1. So now the more modern approach is Rook, because after the game was analyzed, Keras Rubin fine, White has a strong attack in this position after knight f6. White played this lovely pawn queen move and then pawn d5 and d5 comes. All this was not necessary. No need to waste time. All these things with a winning attack. With a winning attack. Now there is h6 and all are losing very quickly. If you play h6, knight on f7, and pawn e6 will crush. So there is nothing he can do. And White's attack is powerful because queen rook and another rook is there also. Bishop will join also. And Keras finished up very efficiently. Check. And queen takes pawn. Mate threat. And now e6. Again a mate threat. He cannot take it. Pawn into pawn will finish again. So he resigned. So here in this position, a substantial improvement was found. Then white players also work. Chess is like opening is like a style. In my college days, bell bottom was the style. I mean, the pants were very widened at the end. First it was narrow, then widened, now it again narrow. The style changes. So opening is like a fashion. So here at this point, here, rook e8 was found out by somebody. Because of this knight f6, now queen f4 came and attacked him. So now here one player grandmaster found rook e8. The idea, now queen f4, he will not allow the queen to stay. You will keep on attacking the queen. Will keep on attacking the queen. Now you come here again attack, and you come here again attack. So this is the possibility, but modern players found against this. re8 is an interesting move, but they found again antidote for this. This is an interesting move and not easy for white. But still, some recently, I think 1 year back, 2 years back, some players found this. Let us say, Parata, this rookie it was there. Yeah, Andreikin also. For example, in this position, rookie 8 was played. Parata versus Harutunian, 3b3. Now re8 was played. To meet queen f4 with queen f6. So h4. Now there is a problem. Now you need to find queen c7 or queen e7. You have to commit. Now h6 is bad. Bad move. This is a bad move. Now queen e3. And suddenly everything is changed now. Plus minus. And white knight is fantastic. With a straightforward plan, f4, f5 is coming. Now the knight is very poorly placed. This is not having any scope now. This is also poorly placed because the pawns are restricting. And white has a ready-made plan. Ready-made plan. Followed by rooks are there. Plus minus. Modern players keep on working on resources. I mean, if there is a new move by black, next day another new move comes for white. So after the move for threat, I think the now rook will come to third rank and it should be over. It should be over. This is very strong now. And white's advantage is decisive now. Rook attack, winning. The queen side counterplay is nil and king side is unstoppable. So this is an improvement. H4 is a very interesting idea. I mean, at this point, RE8 is a good move. But he found this new idea and it was played in 2019, just a year back. Okay, let's see another game. Andrei Kin, the former world junior champion, and Dominic West is also a very strong guy. All these things I throw, then rook 8 position I'll go. Rook 8. So S3. Now I told you H4 has a good move. Even this is also has a point. The back rank is cleared. So rooks are free to go up now. So Queen C7 is a possibility. He gets knight E5. Now who will dislodge the knight? ND7 is not coming anymore. So idea now knight E8 or whatever, but it is become a passive position. So idea I have got now rook coming to third rank. Idea G4 G5 is coming. So advantage decisive now. D6 D7 should be winning. Even though white is a pawn down, the initiative is with white now. F7 pressure, A7 pressure, bishop is attacked now. A very instructive game. Andrei Kin is very scientific player, very good player. Of course, Dominic West from Q1 Grandmaster is also very strong, but the position is very bad. Any question? Hello, Mukund Agarwal and Kabya. Yeah. Sekhar Sahu, Suresh Chowda, good afternoon. Okay. The initiative is strong. Now, all this is working. All this is working. This is pressure, pressure, all this, and diagonal pressure. The rook is. So, white has got a decisive advantage. Even though black is a pawn up, I think the position is white is winning, nearly winning. So, he comes bishop. No need to take a7 pawn. No need. Further, we can. You can't play f6. f6 is not possible. So, छोड़ दिया. नाउ अभी फॉर थ्रेट है, मेट हो जाएगा. आइडिया रूक डबल, रूक दिस, रूक f3, रूक f7 will lead to a finish. So only check, only check, only move. I think it is all over. Discover pawn g6 will lead to horrible over. So the initiative of white, the piece play was really great. That means it is not easy. Not that queen c7, rook e8 you have got. This is an improvement. Another game. Is this also R8? Yeah. So since the improvement was there, I am going to show. We will go directly to the position 15 RE8. Yeah. BB3 RE8. Waiting. And now D5. I told you there are two plans here. In such a structure, white can go for a king side attack or try to create a central pass. Both are good. I believe attack is more stronger. because central pass pawn he can hang on. I think this is to be discussed. Not so easy. Okay, not so easy. After pawn into knight into, and you pawn push queen to d7 with the idea a6 b5. Not so. One game is there in that. So he comes. This is decisive advantage. Plus, white has CPP, central pass pawn, and active pieces. The knight into bishop will be very bad because one black piece will be blocking and passive, and white will create a second weakness. So knight into bishop will not work. So he went on to win the game, but with a struggle. Okay, next. This game I liked, MBL Maxim Baicher versus Q1 Grandmaster. So BD2 take castle. Now bishop c4. Here castle. Now idea BB7 and standard play. Okay. So is waiting. H4. Queen f4. Queen c7. Like Andrei king. Now knight e5 was really good move. But even this is also white better. Maxim proved that this position also white stands better. Taking the pawn is bad after rook entry and pass central pass pawn. Now e5 will come. I don't want to give the bishop. E5 will come. Plus decisive. Now BB5 is coming. Necessary to stop BB5. This is not worth analyzing anymore. Still, I will show the finish. Now rook c1 is coming. Winning. Now rook will penetrate. Rook double and penetrate now. This weakness also. You can do anything here. So also very nice game by Maxim. So this line I leave. I kept two more games. I must show you two or three more games in this semitaras. Queen d2, c4, and now Moskalenko here. Castle is the line. This is the standard line. Castle. Now BB7, RE1, and D7. This is the standard pattern. But it occurred to a modern grandmaster that you don't need to do. There is no bishop check, nothing. Straight away action. You can't take that. Bishop D5 wins. Now there is a threat. So bishop A6. This is poorly placed. This is poorly placed. Now E5 is a threat. Like Maxim's game. So place. This position is very strong. I mean very annoying position for white. You cannot keep on weakening G6 and all. Plus decisive. Cannot do G6. Now 97 is coming. Pawn push. Cannot take the pawn. If you take this pawn, knight check wins material. So he cannot take the pawn and E5 is coming. Sorry, E6 is coming. So white generated lot of active play just by advancing the pawn also. So this is also a decisive game. Two more games in this variation. Rook e8. No. Here d5, knight f5. This is bad. The knight will be misplaced, not in the game anymore. And like Keras will win fine. You can give the pawn stock for attack. Now e5 will come. So here, now white has got five pieces in attack. All five pieces. All he has to clear the back rank at right time. So here, knight. And now, this is a mistake. Originally, it was played by Polugowski against Tal. And in that particular game, Polugaski won, but Tal missed some important defense. And right time, he missed the correct defense and lost. It was possible now in the check, knight check. Idea, queen s4, king g8, queen s4 wins. So king. Now, pawn push. Idea, pawn check, and then g4 check and e2 bet. Idea, pawn check. Suppose, let us say you come carelessly. Suppose I'm just telling, or you take the knight into rook. This will lead to mate. Knight into rook will lead to mate. Check. You cannot come. Knight check wins the queen. You take, check. Now queen here, check. Here there is a check. Here there is a check. This will inside mate ho jayega. So all this thing was possible. In the Polugowski game, he played it differently. Polga style also. So here he played this and now check, g4 check. Now queen check. Now we made mate only. This checkmate. So I will show that Polugowski tal. After that, this has come. So let me show you the original. Original. Did I keep it? Ah. So Polugowski tal game. That is what I say. It can come. It can come from Indo-Indian, Queen's Gambit, the English, Reti, or so different variation. It can come. So, Samitaras. So knight bd3. Now e5. Attack. Now sacrifice of bishop. So here check. Just check. As I told you in the Abruk game, now Polugowski's game, it was analyzed. It takes queen pawn check and winning immediately. Pawn check, king h6, then queen h2 check and winning. So here he plays the knight double check, queen h check. Now there is a simple mating plan. White wants to play h6 and h7 check. Then pawn and then mate. And if you take the pawn, then queen g6 mate. Suppose you take the pawn, queen g6 is a mate. So first it defends this. The idea here you can win material. Rook into knight, pawn check, you win material. But your initiative is gone. So white wants to keep the initiative. Now the threat is real. Mate threat. Mate threat. So you have to play only move. There is no other move. Block. Nothing can stop. The only move queen f6. Otherwise that's h6 is finished. So only move. But then pawn into queen and white won the game after rook d2. However, Tal defended it correctly, but he missed the right move at right time. For example, he played in the game rook here, rook into knight. Now, simply bishop c8. Now he missed the move bishop c8, which is very difficult. White is better, but not winning. The material is equal. After bishop c8, the material is equal. Now I am going to take the pawn because knight is hanging. Now you play e7, then rook comes, knight attack, pawn pressure. Not easy, not easy position. So he played descendant. So he plays here. This is bad move, bad move. After bishop c8, probably it is holding the position. Bad position तो है. There are black has pawn weaknesses. वो तो बहुत दूर है. So this was the move missed by Tal, this variation, and he lost other way. He played the move here, rook e8, and then lost. Now the king is in a net because of the pawn controlling all the squares. The king is having problem. Let rook check and joining betting attack. You cannot play rook c7. re7, rook is coming. You can't defend the pawn. Rook f7, knight d6. So pawn is not defendable. So this is bad now. Winning endgame. So he played in the game. Check. Now mating attack. Knight check and h6. Now you have to rook is tied down all the while. Rook is tied down. The h6 and rook mate will come. So just finish. Pawn up. The king is also sailing. He resigned here. The family fork. All three. All three in family. Pura family. Akko family. Okay, this is gone. But he missed. So this variation is good for white. That is the reason I recommend that you should play. Where is the other one? हो गया ये लाइन तो हो गया ना अप्रूव हो गया एक गेम और है इस गेम में टुकमा को अपना मैं गया था वर्ल्ड जूनियर 2010 एज कोच मेरे साथ आंध्रा का एक कन्ना रेड्डी और हम गए थे तो टुकमा को उसने बोला टमाटर मैं मुझे पूछा ये कौन है मैं बोला ये ग्रैंड मास्टर टुकमा को है तो उनको सुनने में कुछ प्रॉब्लम हुआ बोला ये टमाटर his head is bald ना ये टमाटर ओके ये है is 3 now e4 last game in this variation okay so he found an interesting idea Tukma interesting because in the variation now rook is coming bishop is coming he wants to maintain the bishop a4 one other idea now I can maintain the bishop another idea I can create a weakness interesting this is a very interesting idea we creating a5 weakness no this is ridiculous now I think black is forced to play to meet a4 this is to a5 with b5 this is the only chance of course then you have a problem on the b6 pawn also so anyway white is better but you play f5 this is ridiculous how should white punish good afternoon madhav chess मैं हंस हंस के पागल हो गया वो डाइनिंग हॉल में मुझे I laughed for 3 minutes. Tomater. Then Kanna Reddy got very angry on me. Then he told me, "Haske ho gaya? Haske ho gaya means your laugh is enough." I again started laughing. 5 minutes I laughed. 3 minutes हंसने के बाद बोलता है गुस्से से पूछा अभी हंस के हो गया तो again started. Okay, I cannot forget. Suresh Bhai Chawda. No, no, no. Now there is a finish. पार्टी फिनिश अभी आपका रूक यहाँ है ये टारगेट है ये डायगोनल वीक है सर ये तो गया क्वीन आया जो घर 12 का भाव में जाएगा एनजी5 फिनिश एनजी5 फिनिश कैनॉट डिफेंड नो चांस टू डिफेंड दैट पॉइंट सो ओनली मूव अभी क्या करेगा थर्ड अटैक क्वीन चेक में मेट एक्सचेंज गया रिजाइन but even you do not play this blunder this positional blunder but even if you play normal move white gets have an advantage so this is an interesting idea by Tomako हेलो टमाटर उसको क्या है चेस प्लेयर के बारे में इतना अंदाज नहीं है मुझे पूछा ये कौन है मैं बोला टुकमाको है टुकमाको को उसको लगा टमाटर है all right so I will go basically I suggest that here take now instead of this move this is more prudent because in this variation e4 lot of pieces get exchanged this is just exchange so lot of simplification we should avoid the stronger move is maintaining more pieces and pressure that is why instead of e4 I recommend e3 this slow and steady, because any moment after Kasar development, I'll start this. So this is the best way to play against Semitaras. So I'll show you some good games. And first, let me show you Garibhai Kasparov versus Began. Now, Grandmaster Tukmako is the coach of the Ukrainian women team. His opening understanding is great and also very interesting strategist. He's good in end game. He is a very good coach also. और बाकी कुछ है जो मैं बोलना नहीं चाहता हूँ. ओके, बाकी भी कुछ है, जैसे कि अपना इंडिया में अभी सीबीआई है, सीआईए है, सीएनए अभी ऐसा है कोई एजेंसी का, वो भी काम करता है रशिया में. तो जो भी है, ये ही इज अ वेरी गुड कोच ऑफ यूक्रेनियन टीम टिल टुडे, वुमेन टीम. अब ये या जूनियर टीम भी है. सो दिस पोजीशन गारीभाई कास्परोव फाइंड. नाउ CD and E3. Idea BD3. Actually, what happens is that okay, I will not, I will strict limit to this line only. I will not add more confusion for you. So BD3 is best. Castle. Now white finds a plan. Knight into knight. Why? Why knight into knight? Because you want to clear the central pawn configuration. अभी white को क्या चाहिए? I want my pawn on E5, and then the attack will come. The pawn on E5 will rob the square F6. Knight F6 का जो डिफेंस है वो निकल देगा F6 के बाद. So eliminate the knight. One defender gone. Now E4. Run. Now pawn into pawn. Because I want to play E5, but पहले इसको तो solve करो. So get rid of that. Plus minus. अभी 5 पीस अटैक में, 4 पीस. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the dangerous thing. This is the dangerous. You know, this and this is also dangerous. So white has got fantastic position. A Greek sack. You may even get a Greek sack directly. जैसा कि टाल पोलगोस की गेम में हुआ, तो उसने रोका ग्रीक सैक को. नाउ सिंपल आइडिया क्वीन E4. Idea, he wants to play queen E4. No, I will not give this fantastic bishop. Of course, we will save that bishop, क्योंकि मेरा प्लान है अभी ये बेटी यहाँ आएगा तो ये फोर्स होगा, देन एक और टेम्पो खत्म हो जाएगा, गेम खत्म हो जाएगा. G6 queen E4, G6 BH6, rook D1, he should resign. So ये आया टेम्पो, कोई बात नहीं, बिशप तो नहीं देगा. You see this move, then I cannot give the queen threat. So again he is maintaining the pressure. I want to play queen D5. चलो पीछे queen D5. चलो G6 करो, BH6 करो, move the rook. So we have got a decisive advantage. The king side is weak, we have space, pieces are ideal. There is only one drawback. The rook. But it is temporary. I mean, they can play BA2 rook coming, BC2 rook will come. So white played here H4. Lovely move. A lovely move. A picture skewed. How to strengthen the position? You need to soften this position, this point. और कैसा करेंगे? मेरे पास दूसरा नाइट नहीं है साक विक मारने के लिए. So H4 H5 मार दो. Then a tactical target. And then I move the queen and sack the bishop. So a tactical softening a weak point. A target, softening a point in castle position. H4 good move. And this makes it possible to play BG5, NG5 also. Abhi, the pawn is less important. H5. There is no time. There is no time for this. Pawn into pawn will crush. BD3. No, I will play pawn into pawn. I will ignore the rook. Then pawn into F7 check. And queen F7 check will lead to mate. So, the only move. Now, a critical juncture. White has developed a fantastic initiative. How should white play? Tell me now. If you play a game, it will take 2 hours. मैं ये सब गेम्स ये वेरिएशन को दिखा देता हूँ. Then I want to do some tactical puzzle. Maybe we can play position game. Now, Hg6, Dina, your queen is under attack. Queen is under attack. Ramakrishna, today's topic is highlight on opening forum. My opening topic today, I want to throw light on semi-terrace. Semi-terrace opening. Already I have showed you one part, that's part 2 of that. E4 I have shown, now E3. And tactical puzzles. Semi-terrace. So this whole idea, I want to keep in contact with white squares. So I want to keep a watch on E6 point also. I can do this, and this will run to BB5. BB5 आएगा. This is not the best move. So Queen E1. Very well played. Remain in contact with central square E5, E6. Now Russian knight enters. I call when knight enters E5, I call it Russian knight. After reading that book of Nigel Short, Spassky said, in Russia, we establish a knight on E5 and then we attack. So I call it Russian knight. There is no such Russian knight. But I tell, now knight E5, now there is so many, it is like a circus light. He is watching so many vulnerable points. So many vulnerable points. Jabardast knight. So, very well played by Gary Bhai. Rook attack. This is hard when you are going for mate. So rook is a small price. Exchange, not a rook, exchange. So what will you do? Madhava. Ramakrishna, how old are you? You are in school. How old are you? I guess you must be in 9th, 10th or something. Are you in 9th standard, 10th standard? How old are you, Ramakrishna? I know Birabhadra is 12-year-old. Madhav chess says bishop d3. No. No. See, you want to attack. You do not worry about the material, man. You go for the neck. You go for the king. ये छोटा एक्सचेंज मत करो, अटैक खत्म हो जाएगा. ऐसे अटैक खत्म हो जाएगा. डोंट एक्सचेंज. When you get the king, what is the use of this rook? Forget it. No, no, no. Knight is my pride. Knight is the pride. मैं knight नहीं देगा. No, 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 no. Knight नहीं देगा. Knight नहीं देगा. सिंपल भाई, आपको मारना ही है तो बिशप दे दो ना. बिशप इंटू पॉन मारो. वो बिशप इंटू रूक मारेगा तो ये चेक में खत्म हो जाएगा. सो गिव द बिशप. गिव द बिशप. ये मारे अभी, अगर ये मारता है तो ये चेक के बाद खत्म हो जाएगा. बिशप चेक, ये आ गया नाइट, फिर लाए चेक आएगा, खत्म हो जाएगा. This is deadly. So you cannot take the rook. अगर ये मारा तो क्वीन ई फोर गणपत हो जाएगा. ये मारा तो क्वीन ई फोर में गणपत पक्का. So he took it and he took knight. He cannot accept that bishop. He cannot take. He cannot take. ये मारा तो क्वीन ई फोर या क्वीन बी वन जो भी खेलो. क्वीन ई फोर फिनिश. सो ओनली चेक. अभी ये भी विन है. This is fastest. Beautifully win. Now bishop f7 also winding up, but this check. Idea, if king into, then queen b1 and mate. Idea, queen b1, ये मारा तो mate, इधर गया तो mate, इधर गया तो नाइट check and mate. Mate मंड रहा है सर के ऊपर, तलवार लटक रहा है, तो ये नहीं मार सकता है. नाइट से मारा, then queen e4, then इसका जवाबदारी कौन है? ये एंट्री मार रहा है इधर, क्वीन, उसको रोकेगा कौन? कौन रोकेगा उससे? कोई नहीं. तो क्या मारा है? वो कैसल पोजीशन को क्या तोड़-फोड़ कर दिया. कोई पॉन नहीं है. सो द आइडिया वाज ओनली इफ यू फाइंड दिस इन दिस पोजीशन, only if you find this. Now you understand that's why and weakening the spot. This is beautifully played game. However, I will tell you, this is not because modern players don't allow all these things. Black players, semitaras, they don't allow. But if you understand that where is the mistake he has done, ये किधर गया है भाई? So here already I have discussed enough. Ramakrishna was not there. Before I have discussed 7-8 games already. But objectively, this is the best. I like this. So this is very good. And now this here, I guess here knight f6 maybe. Knight f6 is more correct move. Not easy. Now e4 cannot come. I understand this is interesting idea. After castle, knight into, now pawn into will lead a bad position. Suppose you play pawn into, now pawn into pawn, bishop takes pawn, b3 is a good position for you. Or even bishop into pawn also. Bishop into pawn check also. Idea queen c to check. So pawn into pawn is bad. So he has to play queen into. But then he got advantage, clear. Plus minus. This is plus minus. Okay. Now here next game. Our Vladimiro sir was giving fantastic lectures in our Bodak Dev, Ahmedabad. This many times we invited him to Gujarat, and he was the chief mentor of Hari Krishna. Pentala Hari Krishna is India's number 2 player, great player in hand game, and he was trained by first initially by I.M. Varghese Kosi. I.M. Kosi was his main trainer. I believe Lanka Ravi also trained him in his very early days. Then I.M. Kosi took over and he did lot of opening streamlining. And then he game developed much more stronger when he came under the training of GM Vladimiro, a great coach. And then Vladimiro also trained Parimarjan Negi. He also trained lot of other Indian players. So very strong coach and a player. So we reach semitaras, roundabout way. Take knight into pawn, bishop d3. Now this is the critical position. We reach an IQP, and after now castle, and now rook e1. The main line. This is the main line of IQP. Here there are many moves, and you can go back knight f6, and you can play bishop f6. Then I might play bishop e4 also. This is also possible. Then you can play knight coming here. But then you now as long as knight is there, now pawn and knight here square. The moment you move, the Russian knight will enter. This is plus. This is plus for white. So this is a possibility, and this is a blunder. This is a blunder. Tactical blunder, because knight into knight, check, check. And if you play queen into also, it will not solve the problem. Queen into also will not solve the problem because of the move, b4, bishop e4. अब यहाँ pressure है, market check. And now you come here, knight coming here with the idea bf4 coming. यहाँ पे double attack. So things are bad. That is why you cannot play b6. I mean, I cannot play b6. So he can play f6, which is not good. So here knight into knight is one possibility, but that solving my problem. IQP is gone and white is better. So the position is rook e1 is definitely plus equal. Plus equal. So he decided bf6. a3. Why a3? Because he wants to play bishop d3, queen d3, bishop c2, queen d3, and with attack. I mean g6, bs6. So this is what he wants to prepare, not any counterplay on b4. But bad move. This is a very bad move. Okay, at that time that was possible. See, theory, evolution of theory. Now, one of the idea, he wants to bring rook here. IQP, this is the main position. Whenever there is IQP, the square in front of the pawn is the most important focus point. Whenever there is an IQP, the square in front of the pawn. If black has more control, then black will be very happy. White should not be allowed to push that pawn, dissolve that pawn. So this is one idea. He wants to bring the rook to control the square and also against the queen. But he will never get time. The problem is he will not get time. How should you now punish the position? Grandmaster Vladimiro showed great understanding. Nicely played. How would you play, friends? सोचो सोचो लगाओ दिमाग लगाओ Okay. Okay. So I'm back. So here, what are the questions? Uh, माधव says knight a4. No, no, no. माधव नाइट को सेंटर में लाना, सेंटर के नाइट पीछे नहीं जाना है, सेंटर नहीं छोड़ना है. That is not good. दीना नाइट, नो नो नो, वी शुड नॉट लीव द सेंटर. अभी नाइट सेंटर में रहना ही चाहिए. तपस्या काव्या says you are on graphy channel, then why watching is not increasing? I think there is some arrangement going on. Okay, I was graphy, I'm here, so I'm busy in my life. No, okay, I have got a lot of work also. Okay, graphy I did some classes, lot of classes. So thank you very much, Kabya. Ramakrishna, I think the most flexible is Sicilian, because in Sicilian, white and black both have choice to play sharply or play solidly. I mean, Sicilian accelerator dragon is solid, or if you play dragon, it is ultra sharp. So, like white can play close Sicilian or Sicilian c3. So that is solid. It is not easy for black. So white has lot of choice, black has lot of choice. So I think most flexible line in chess opening is Sicilian, and after that e4 e5. फ्रेंच द लाइन्स आर लिमिटेड. फ्रेंच एंड कारोकान, कारोकान में क्या है, 4 लाइन है. फ्रेंच में भी वही टरास, विनावर, एडवांस, एक्सचेंज. एक्सचेंज तो कोई नहीं खेलता, इट इज नॉट वर्थ. तो बेसिकली 3 लाइन्स, विनावर, टरास और एडवांस. सो फ्रेंच टरास इज रियली गुड पोजिशनल स्क्विच, and whenever is sharp, but black also has chance. So it is flexible. Sicilian and everything. Ramakrishna, ND2 C5 is tactical, NFC is positional, yeah. But that choice is with white and not black. So, friend, get the choice. Dina Patel, okay. Alright. Now I will tell you, in this position, normally when you want to attack, now white has got already 4 pieces in the attack. The bishops, 2 bishops. What are the pieces in attack? Bishop d3, bishop c1, queen, and knight. These are the 4 pieces in attack. Now the rook should join. This rook should join. Since rook cannot come third rank, so in the fourth rank. Fantastic. Now the rook wants to join. So very well played. Apart from that, controlling the central point, rook is ready to go after the king. Go after the king. So the queen b6 maneuver, it is not justified. Suppose white will not play very actively, then black is set right. अगर आप टाइम पास करेगा, सपोज यू प्ले सम h3 और प्लेइंग सम क्वीन बिशप c2, तो रुक आ जाएगा, उसके बाद कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं. सो यू नीड टू बी ऑन सडल, सडल पे रहना है. रुक, वेरी नाइस बाय व्लाडी. अभी मेटिंग अटैक आ जाएगा. दिस इज फाइन मूव, बिकॉज जब तक ये नहीं है तो नाइट नहीं आएगा. इसको उठाओ, देन नाइट विल एंटर फॉर द अटैक. उसने idea, now knight into knight, knight will replace. Bishop into is a threat now. Then rook h4 will come. So he decided knight. Supported. Everything is well. And by the way, here please note the queen into pawn is just trap. You know, here rook e4. This is just lose. No, not possible. Here this is just losing. Knight a4. Knight a4 will having problem over the queen. So you cannot take such pawn. So after rook here, bg5, only move. Fantastic position. This is now, I want you to find out how to put pressure. White has got already 5 pieces against the king. 2 knights, 2 bishops, 6 pieces, another 6 pieces against the black king. What would you do now? Thank you very much, Kabya Garg. And then what is this? Ramakrishna Sekhar Sahu. Knight into d5. No, no, no. Do not exchange. Let him exchange. अगर करना है तो उसको करने दो. Do not exchange without a reason. You want to attack. कुछ तो फायदा होना चाहिए एक्सचेंज में. नो एक्सचेंज. ये फिनिश है अभी. नाउ देयर इज ए फिनिश. यू नीड टू पुट प्रेशर ऑन द पोजीशन. मैं चाहता हूं ये किंग का पॉन स्ट्रक्चर को तोड़ फोड़ करो, प्रमोक करो, वीकेंड द स्ट्रक्चर. देन टैक्टिकल टारगेट्स विल कम. यस. एस रामकृष्ण, Dina Patel, congratulations. H4. Now I want this. H6, H5, H6. So forced. You are forced to weaken. दूसरा कोई चॉइस नहीं, दूसरा रास्ता है ही नहीं. यू आर फोर्स टू वीकेन. नहीं तो H5 आने वाला है. आया तो बिशप इंटू पॉन. नहीं आया तो भी गेम जाएगा. आया तो मारेगा मारेगा. अभी क्या है, डोंट प्ले मैकेनिकल क्वीन इंटू पॉन. दीज आर नॉट गुड मूव्स. यू वांट टू अटैक. नाउ H5. Why? Because after H5, the rook will join for that. So only move take. I think अभी बुरा दिन आ गया ब्लैक. Now Queen B6, he has to repent. RG4 is coming. So जो भी खेलेगा जाएगा. He played bishop. तो rook. अभी he will throw the knight now बीच में. अभी what happens is now you are in a winning position. When the position is winning, you stay calm. You sit tight and see how to operate. When in a winning position, I have thrown many winning positions by playing careless, reckless moves. So you have to completely calm, cool nerves. You play with a totally cool nerves now. Show me the finish. 1, 2, 3, finish. Okay, we will play a game. We will play a game. Let me finish this. One more game. Let me prepare. After that, we will play. क्या करोगे भाई? हाँ? White to play. Party finish. No, 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 no. You see, you do not underestimate the defense. अभी आप रुक इंटू मारोगे, मारेगा, क्वीन नाइट आ जाएगा. नाइट विल कम बैक फॉर डिफेंस. ये रुक इंटू पॉन इंटू क्वीन इंटू विल नॉट वर्क. So queen will come to C7 knight. So don't be rash. Very cool. You have given material. I don't want material back. Just simple move. I want to now take the knight and win. I don't have to give sacrifice. Knight cannot move. He can't play F6. And now if you play, I'm going to play Queen D2. Now, if you play knight into pawn into, yes, this is finished. And if you play bishop, Queen D2 is over. ये तो गया अभी. And he played knight into, but now I don't need capture. Bishop into is finished. मेरा नजर में ये है. Yeah. Idea bishop check. Idea bishop H7 check and mate. Bishop check and taking mate. So only move. कुछ नहीं है. King. Idea, there is a double check. I mean bishop check is coming and queen into. So only move. Idea mate. Only move. H6. You can better resign. नहीं तो पूरा पब्लिक आएगा टूर्नामेंट हॉल का. सब देखेंगे. सबके सामने इज्जत जाएगा. इससे अच्छा चुपचाप रिजाइन करके चले जाओ. सबके सामने इज्जत जाएगा. ऐसा तो थोड़ा देर बैठेगा, सब लोग आके बोर्ड देखेंगे. I remember I played my first national challenger in 1975. My first national challenger at Patna. I played Patna. In that tournament, a veteran player was playing. A veteran player, Rentala Subramaniam. Okay. He was maybe around 60 that time, around 60. Rantala Subramaniam from Hyderabad. So suddenly I found lot of noise and some 40-50 people have gathered. Thought some मारपीट हो गया. मैं जाके देखा क्या हो रहा है. Rantala Subramaniam is shouting. He is shouting at his opponent. What opponent did? He just offered a draw where Mr. Rentala Subramaniam had a clear advantage. Clear advantage. So he offered him a draw. It is a crime. Rentala Subramaniam stood. He said, "Come everybody, come here, come everybody, come here, come here. Is this position a draw?" He is offering me a draw. Is this position a draw? Rentala opponent was so much humiliated. Come everybody, come. So around 40-50 people gathered. Then he started shouting, "Gentlemen, is this position a draw?" So this position, if somebody offers, Rentala Subramaniam, all right, I think he should resign. So I completed semi taras. Semi taras खत्म हो गया. नहीं नहीं एक और है. एक और this is a very important thing. So Castle are you? Now the point is, as I told you in IQP, the square in front of the pawn is very important. For example, imagine the knight is here. Just imagine the knight here. The black has a good position. Black has a fantastic position. Now, if knight here, he will now play b6, bb7 with a great advantage. But you cannot come. That means he plays this move. This is a bad move. Idea, white should not give the bishop. That means I will go back knight and replace the knight. इतना time नहीं है. इतना time नहीं है. The point is, in IQP, the square in front of the pawn, he will seize. But he is leaving e5 square and he is losing 2 tempo. Black losing 2 tempo is bad. 1 second. कुछ तो जल रहा है. Something is burning, but it is not in my flat. Some other flat. कुछ तो burning nearby. Okay, never mind. So here, this is just bad. Too much time. So bishop 6. Now he wants to replace the knight. इतना time नहीं है. अब तो गया. Position is very bad. Normal development. Now I don't need to dive. I don't need to waste time. This is doing nothing here. It is a spectator here. So why you want to push him to a center? Why do you want to play a3? Because my idea is no more queen d3. Now rook joins the battle. Now rook is ready-made coming. Rook is coming, finishing. Like Keres Rubin Pine. After rook here, bishop h7 and then queen h5. So, कितना time? 3 tempo दिया. He lost 3 decisive tempo. The bishop on c6 doing nothing. Doing nothing. खत्म हो जाएगा. So this is also very effective. Now I will go to certain point. g6 खेला नहीं तो bh6 आ रहा है. This is a serious nasty threat है. तो only move. Only move. अभी कुछ क्या करेगा? जो भी करेगा हारेगा. So he plays knight into pawn into rook. White to play find a winning path. Dundo. Okay, after the game, Dina, we will play a game after that. We will play a game. No problem. No problem. I hope if a player will go through these games which I discussed, he will not have any problem against semitaras. Semitaras not to underestimate. I mean, player like Fisher has used it and Yusupo. There are a lot of players they have used semitaras for black, but this will help you to get some good position against semitaras. Okay, let's see how to pressurize the position of black. Vigyapana seva. No, 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 no. Don't say, don't sack. Do not sack. It is premature. I believe this is a strategic error. This move, this is a strategic error because you are strengthening the center, freeing my pieces. तो गया ये position. How to play and win? Okay, he moves the rook. What to do now? What will you do? आपको ध्यान रहेगा. I told you in the first game of the day, Kasparov versus Began. ये जो variation में Kasparov Began का मैं game दिखा. How did he put pressure? You have forgotten. Yes, Ramakrishna H4, H4. Like Kasparov Began H4. Abhi that pressure is coming. He wants to play this, and knight into pawn is not working, and king cannot move. Knight into f7 is coming. So here threat is too much. So he want to neutralize that. Okay, now how would you play? He wants to neutralize, but losing very quickly. इतना weakness है king के पास. No, 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 no. No h5. H5 is bad. I will tell you, a player's ability to analyze, no, no, not as a player's ability to analyze quickly. You want to be a very strong player. Every diagram, fresh thinking about captures and checks. Now he has offered you. Suppose you have to immediately see the action, reaction after taking. Are you winning immediately? Yes, you are winning. Immediately you are winning. Take h5. Take take queen f3. विज्ञापन सेवा बिशप b8. बिशप b8 कहाँ से आएगा? कहाँ से आएगा? फाइव टेक टेक. सब बी एट कहाँ से आएगा? सब बी1 यू मीन. ये आएगा तो चेक आ जाएगा. इंटरमीडिएट चेक आ जाएगा. चेक आ जाएगा. नॉट वर्किंग. बिशप into बिशप मीन्स चेक आ जाता है. So you can't come. So here h5 is good move. Take. Now take and queen f3. Knight has to go back to only move. Otherwise यहाँ knight गया तो g6 में sacrifice आ जाएगा. Knight f7 rook g6. So only move. White to play and win. मस्त मारा स्मैश लो. Just like that Kasparov began game, similar to that. So rook into idea target on g6. Queen cannot defend. No defense. Mate unstoppable. Knight f7 mate, queen g7 mate, unstoppable. So it was just like the Kasparov game. H6 take a weakness, then sack on g6, and then queen attack. So I finish. I hope that semi-terrace you will have no problem. Okay, I thought I will do some position. Okay, tactics we can do tomorrow another day. Let us go. You want to play a game with me? You want to challenge me? Okay, I will take your challenge. I will take your challenge. Where is that? Eliminate this. All this. कहाँ है भाई ये? यहाँ तक है. KRS. यहाँ तक. ये सब निकाल दो. And then save this stuff. Okay. Next, I will take you to play game. That's two में रखो. Chalo, you want me to play? Okay. So let's start. You want white or black? I give you white. Give you white. You play. Chalo. Ramakrishna and Veerabhadra will control. Ramakrishna and Veerabhadra will control. Play. Hmm. Okay, E4 confirm. So I thought somebody will play Royal Lopez. So I play E5. Super solid E5. Of course, I was more played Sicilian in my career. I prefer E5 now. Knight F3. No problem. I defend. Mhm. Scotch is absolutely harmless. You can play Scotch with me. All sidelines I am ready to handle. माधव चेस बिशप C4. जब तक रॉयल अपर्स नहीं खोलोगे कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं. पब्लिक डिमांड बहुत सारी BC4 आता है. Okay, bishop C4. चलो. So shall I try something? Knight F6. Okay. I think this was good. This was good. So Veerabhadra Singh says castle. And what about Ramakrishna? Veerabhadra says castle. Okay, castle. Okay. Let me just develop the knight. I am also ready to castle. You want to try? You want to try Ivan's Gambit? Try. You try. Welcome. So Ramakrishna says D3. There is NC3. Madhav says C3. Three answers. Four people. Four different answers. B4, NC3, D3, and C3. What are you going to do? So Veerabhadra says D3. Hmm? All right. On C3, I will take the pawn. I will take the pawn. If you play C3, I will play if center pawn le le. So D3. D3. D3, I will play maybe here D6. D6. Ramakrishna says C3. Madhav C3. Dina Patel's move was NC3 at that point. Dina Patel says NC3. So Ramakrishna, Veerabhadra NC3 on B3. B3. So please confirm. So Veerabhadra Singh is NC3. What is Ramakrishna he doing here? What do you suggest? Ramakrishna says C3 is confirmed. So there are two moves, C3 or NC3. You have to decide. So Veerabhadra, decide about your move. You want to play C3 or NC3. So have you decided? So you have to decide NC3 or C3. I have planned for both. I have answer. You want to play NC3? Okay, I will play knight A5. Okay, Dina Patel, I will make you captain someday. So at the moment, Ramakrishna and Birabhadra, I will make Dina captain in some of the game. Okay, I will just few moves you play. I will come back to C3. You play few moves and see. अच्छे मुंह तो खेलो. Yes, Birabhadra, what do you do now? Birabhadra, what do you play, Birabhadra? D4. क्या बात है. क्या बात है. Okay, Bishop G5. Bishop G5, take it. So you have to take the bishop, there is nothing. You have to take my knight. Force move है. तो मैं ये कर देता हूँ. I play C6. So, hello. Huh? Excuse me. So finally, come your move. What do you want? What do you want? Confirm what? A3. Okay. Okay. A3. I will play Bishop G4. I want to provoke a weakness. Go on. Welcome, Parth Kuntal Rawal. Bhagavati plays S3. Welcome. What do you want? Knight A4. Vigyapana Seva Queen D3. Madhav chess says S3. Bhagavati S3. Ramakrishna says Knight A4. हैं? So finally, what do you want to do? भाई क्या कहाँ जाओगे अभी? हैं? Knight A4. Knight A4. Okay, let's play h6. Knight into his pawn into his coming. Queen. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Okay. Let me play queen to e7. Hello Adijan, welcome. Mhm.